when last we talked, I said something about a selfie and tried to be funny. I know I'm not funny at all. But, you know, we all need to change when we're wrong. All of us do. There's going to be times that you are wrong. You may say, well, no, I'm not ever wrong. Well, yeah, you are too. You're the very person that I'm talking to. It's okay to be wrong. You know, get over your stinking pride. I have to get over mine. We all do. We all got to get over it and move on. The hard part is doing that. See, it's easy to say these things. It really is. But when the rubber meets the road and you see that you're wrong in something, it's what comes next. Oh, me, it's okay though. You know, you may think, well, no, I got to keep going the way I'm going because I've already got too much invested in this. I got too many people that listen to what I say, and I've been saying it for so long, and it's the way it is. I get it, boy. I tell you what, you're in a rough spot right there. You know, but you just need to change. You don't need to continue to run with the multitude to do evil. That's from the scripture. What is evil? Right there. Well, evil in that scripture is talking about whatever is opposite of his word and his instructions. Apostasy, opposite of his word. And what are you going to do? Keep going that way? Teaching the wrong thing, or saying the wrong thing, or believing the wrong thing? You can't do that. You've got one God, one Messiah, one Master, and you need to let the rest go. You can't serve two masters. You're going to love the one and hate the other, and that's the way it is. You're going to love your apostasy, you're going to love your false teaching, you're going to love your lies, or you're going to go with the truth. He looked at them and he said, he looked at the Pharisees and he said, you guys you're sinners and you're slaves of sin. And a slave does not abide in the house forever, but a son does. Which do you want to be? Because the slave ain't going to be here forever. He can't stay in the house forever, but the son can. See, these guys, their doctrine was wrong because they didn't continue in the Word. Their doctrine was flawed. It was wrong. They said, well, we're Abraham's descendants. He said, you claim to be Abraham's descendants. But Abraham would never do what you do. Do you remember what Abraham did when the pre-incarnate Christ showed up over there just before Sodom and Gomorrah, the other three cities of the plains were destroyed? Abraham and Sarah rushed, ran, and prepared a meal for him. He said, they long to see my day, the Messiah said. He said, but you guys, y'all claim to be Abraham's descendants, but you guys, y'all seek to kill me. Our doctrine must line up completely with Jesus's. And this is what will make us free. If your doctrine is lined up with his, you can have confidence and boldness. As you'll see if you continue reading ahead over in John chapter 9, how the blind man who was healed by Jesus, how he spoke to those guys, those Pharisees. He had some boldness about him. We'll talk more about that later, but if what we've been quoting or living by isn't the genuine article, it's not the real and the right, it doesn't line up with him. If what we say, think, believe, or do isn't his word, what does that mean? Well, it can mean a few things. It can mean that you're promoting a lie on purpose or by accident. It can mean that you're seeking to please men on purpose or by accident. It could mean you're building your own kingdom on purpose or by accident. It could mean you're leading other people astray on purpose or by accident. It could mean that you're seeking your own glory on purpose or by accident. John 8:31. He said, if you continue in my word, that means to live in his word, to abide in his word. He said, you are his disciples indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. If you're abiding in his word or continuing in his word, then you are a free person indeed, because there's no shame, there's no pride, there's only you and your trust in your Messiah. More on that later, but by the way, give it to the widows, the orphans, and the poor. They sure do need it. And take all this with a grain of salt.